What's up, everybody? It's your boy Munchiezzz. Welcome back to Munchiezzz Plays. We're back here in Frechdachs for the Can You Survive 25 series. We got a whole lot of work to do. Every farm needs something done. But today we're just going to work on Farm 2 and Farm 3. We're on Farm 3 right now. Farm 3 will be pretty easy. We just got to do some weeding on our cotton fields. There we go. I knew I'd spit it out. The cotton fields that we planted last time. Weeds will be easy. We just got to get the sprayer out. Spray them. Kill them. And then we got to move over to Farm 2. Farm 2. We got to do some planting over there. We just got to lay down grass right now. It's not quite time for wheat or barley. We can do either or. Barley is in September. We can do oat. And wheat is in September. I'd really like to do wheat. Maybe we'll throw down a round of oat just to tie us over so we have some hay going on. Or not hay, straw. My bad. If we do oats, we plant it here in March. We can get it in July. And then plant some wheat. So I guess we're going to plant oats and grass today. Sounds like a plan. But first off, let's get our sprayer out. We'll jump in the Valtra. That's plenty of power for this little sprayer. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing nice and swell and really well. Back right up onto our sprayer. There we go. And let's get it on out of here. We got a liquid fertilizer in here we got to get out. We'll just put it next to our garage over here. Unload it. And let's go load it up with some herbicide. We'll do a ring around the tree. And let's fill her up with some herbicide. And we'll start at the field right in front of us. I think that's a good start. Unfold this thing. Get our GPS lines got out. One headland will be plenty. And let's get this thing lined up. Looks good. We'll walk on. Get her turned on. And let's kill some weeds.
Spring sun rising, boots hit the dirt, pulling that Valtra, let the Hardi work. Cotton rows line like soldiers in the field. We're spraying down truth, time for weeds to yield. Rolling through the roads with a vengeance so mean, taking out the green that don't belong on the scene. Ain't no mercy for the ones that choke the seed, riding with fire. Yeah, we're killing the weeds. Tanks full of justice, nozzles set to spray. One pass at a time, clearing our way. Farm 3's fighting back, but we never fold. In Frechdachs grinding with a sprayer and soul. Rolling through the road so mean, taking out the green that don't belong on the scene. Ain't no mercy for the ones that choke the seed, riding with fire. Yeah, we're killing the weeds. Today's for the spray, so clear the way.
All right. Knocked out 2 of our 4 fields. Let's head over to our last 2 fields. And then we'll head down to farm 2. Weeding isn't that bad. It's a pretty fast process. I like it. It's peaceful. There's something about the pulse. Same thing with fertilizing. I love that pulse. Here's one of our fields right here. We got this field. And that field there. Let's knock these out and move on. Unfold this thing again. GPS should be there already. Most beautiful. Let's turn it on, lock on, and let's get her done.
That sun cracked the frost and the season turned mean. We got cotton in the ground and weeds growing obscene. Valtra Q's rumbling, tanks locked and full. That Hardi's behind me, ready to cut. Spring sprayed down, dirt flying wide, killing off the green that don't belong by my side. Ain't no place for slack when it's time to thrive. This is Survive 25, only the tough survive. Frechdachs fields, they don't pull no punch. If you ain't first to spray, you'll be losing lunch. No time for pretty, no time for ease, just diesel and pressure and a row of dead weeds. Spring sprayed down, dirt flying wide, killing off the green that don't belong by my side. Ain't no place for slack when it's time to thrive. This is Survive 25, only the tough survive. It's a war with the roots, a war with the sky. We keep the crops clean or we kiss them goodbye. Spring ain't no flower, it's fighting time. And I'm riding steel in a dirty line.
Alright, weeding is done. We got this little strip here. We'll run down this little strip, get what's left. And that's it. We'll shut her off, hold her up, we'll stick her back in the garage. Flip a little doozy. Let's see if we can pack this in here without totally screwing up. Alright, let's try that again. Well, it wasn't pretty, but it worked. Got it back. Jump out. Close her up. And we are done here on Farm 3. With that said, I'll meet you at Farm 2. See you shortly. Alright, we made it down to Farm 2. We got quite a bit of work to do with our animal pens back there in the background. We have some fields that need planting. But first, we acquired a lot more equipment. And we only have this one shed. So we need another shed. Plus, we have nowhere to fix our equipment. So, we need a garage as well. And I have a solution for that. So let's jump into our construction menu. And we're going to come into sculpting real quick. And make sure we have a nice flat spot right here. Just go over it a little bit. That should be good. And we're not going to do a shed. We're going to come over to tools. Come down a little bit. And we're going to add the American Midwest Maintenance Shop. Give her a little spin. And we're going to place that right about there. There we go. Come back into our sculpting real quick and our soften tool. Make sure everything's nice and beautiful around it. Then we'll go into our paint tools. And we'll come down to our tile. And just give a little touch up around the shed. Make sure we reach the back side of it. There we go. And let's go take a look. This will definitely help us out. Oh yeah, a lot more room. We have our repair. We can store some pallets in here. And the best part about this place that I like is if we come out, they have this door over here on the end. And it's a pull through. We can put our vehicles in here and wash them after they reach the fields. Make sure they're nice and clean and put away. Absolutely wonderful. Now let's take care of our other farm chores. Let's grab this tractor right here. And I'll show you what we're working with in our animal pen here, in this sheep and goat pen. We got a lot going on in here. If we come inside, you can see our collection of milk and wool. We need to do something with all this. It's not making us any money just sitting here. We need to get it out of here and put it into production. As well as, we got a bunch of manure, slurry, and milk. We have to deal with the cows and with our buffalo. We'll do that first. Let's go grab our tanker trailer. There it is over here. Let's go grab our milk. We'll go hit up the buffaloes first. There's our milk. We got 12,500 liters of buffalo milk. Get that. And we'll go stick that in our production. Stick it right in here. And let's go grab our cow milk. We got 62,500 liters of cow milk. They've been busy. That's good. That'll make us a lot of product. We're almost full. There we go. Let's take that over to our production. Drop this off. Next, we'll go grab the slurry and clear slurry tanks. Slurry for the cows should be on the back side. Got a lot of manure too. The slurry should be right here. $169,000 liters of slurry. We'll load this up. You can hear the cows just talking away. All right, we're all full. We'll take this to our silo. We don't really have anything to do anything with our slurry at the moment. We had a BGA, but we got rid of it. It was too overpowered. We have to get one that's less OP. So we'll work on that. Oh, well, I guess we can't stick it in here, so I guess we'll deal with that right now. Back to our construction menu. Again. The last time we had this BGA Extreme, that was way too much. We were making way too much money. I'm down for making money, but we are making millions and millions. Let's try this BGA Improved. And we'll stick that right over here. Looks like a good spot. I'll make sure everything's fixed. And we'll paint it so it doesn't look so ugly. There we go. Now we got a place for our slurry. Let's throw it up in there. Alright, and let's go grab the slurry from our cows. $169,000 liters. Let's fill her up. Alright, it took a while, but we're almost filled up now. 9,000 liters to go. There we go. Let's take this over to our BGA. Drop her off. It definitely empties a lot faster than it fills up, which is nice. And done. Let's drop this trailer. We need to grab our other trailer so we can pick up the manure. Let's drop this trailer here. The trailer should be right around this corner. go grab our manure. First up, we'll grab the cow manure. See how much they've blessed us with. 72,000. Fill it up. They've been shitting quite a bit. That's most excellent. That will make us a nice chunk of money. Nothing like the smell of cow shit in the morning. And let's go grab the buffalo shit. We got 55,000 liters here. There we go. Thank you for your poop. We'll go drop this off in our BGA. Under 27,000 liters of food. And let's fire up the BGA. Fire up the manure. We'll activate that. And we'll set it to selling. We'll set the slurry. Activate that. Set it to selling. Let's see what we get off of it. Slurry, we get electric charge, methane, and digestate. Manure, we get electric charge, methane, and digestate. So we got to take this methane, activate it, and set it to selling as well. That way it sells it when it comes. And we are good here. Money will be coming in at the top of the hour. Drop our trailer and let's go deal with those sheep and the goats. And then we're ready to move on. Alright, I went in and I pulled all the goat milk and all the wool out of the barn. Our tractor doesn't fit in there, and when we go to load our trailer, we can't fit through the door. So we had to pull it out first. Let's jump in our tractor, go get our flatbed trailer. And let's load this stuff up and take it to our production. The trailer should be over here. There we go. And this will make some money off this stuff finally, instead of it just sitting around collecting dust. Let's load her up. We'll put this last little bit of milk on here. Maybe the wool too? That would be amazing to do this in one trip. We'll have to come back for the wool, but we managed to get one more on there. 21,000 liters of gold milk. Let's unstrap it. And we'll grab the rest of our wool. And drop this off. Unstrap that. All right, I guess it's time to jump into some field work. Let's get to our planter. All right, we jumped up in our case. Took up to the seeder. Let's get this thing out of here. Let's get it filled up with some seed. There we go. No, I'm not going to fill this one up with fertilizer. We're going to do spray fertilizer afterwards. I want to see the difference. The fields on Farm 3, we did fertilizer and seeds in the seeder. I'm just curious to see the difference. And before we forget, these first two fields here, I think we're going to do grass. So we'll go over to grass. Let's turn on our GPS. One headland should be fine. Let's unfold this thing. Drop her down. Turn her on. Lock on. And let's lay down some grass seed.
Woke up with mud on my boots and a plan in my head. Farm tools calling me back from the dead. Case Magnum roaring, Kinze locked in place. 18 meters wide, setting grass seed with grace. Grass game strong, yeah, we're playing like a storm. Springtime fighting to keep that soil warm. Frechdachs grinding, survival's a song. It's survive 25, you best move strong. Ain't no rest when the season breaks free. Fields gotta breathe and the roots gotta be. Precision on the line, dirt flying behind. Every roll's a battle, every pass is a grind. Grass game strong, yeah, we're playing like a storm. Springtime fighting to keep that soil warm. Frechdachs grinding, survival's a song. It's survive 25, you best move strong. Steel in the soil, diesel in my blood. Pushing this machine through the rising flood. No time for waiting, no room for slack. That Kinze is screaming, and we ain't looking back. Grass game strong, like thunder we roll. Cedar cutting deep, taking back control. From sunrise to
All right. The grass fields are planted. We'll shut this cedar down, lift it up, fold her up. This Case Magnum pulls this cedar like it's butter. Absolutely wonderful. We'll head over to the other fields and I'll meet you over there. All right, we topped her off with seed and we're back out at the fields. We got her set to oat. Let's unfold her. And we're going to do a round of oat, and then we're going to do either wheat or barley. Set up our GPS. One headland. And we'll get lined up. Drop her down, turn her around, lock on, and let's lay down some oat.
sun's burning through that break of day haze. we're setting our ways. Kinze behind me, cutting that line. Oat seed dropping right on time. Oats in the ground, spring's calling my name. Farm tools rising in this dirt slinging game. Rolling through Frechdachs with diesel and pride. In Survive 25, we ride or we slide. Field, row after row. This ain't just a job, it's the only life I know. Rain's on the radar, but I ain't slowing down. This land needs a king, and I'm wearing the crown. Oats in the ground, spring's calling my name. Farm tools rising in this dirt slinging game. Rolling through Frechdachs with diesel and pride. In Survive 25, we ride or we slide. Boots in the cab, hands on the wheel. These crops don't care how tired you feel. One shot to get it right, one season to thrive. This ain't pretend, it's survive or die. Oats in the ground, sweat on my brow. We plan for tomorrow, but we fight for now. From seed to soil, that diesel sound. Farm tools alive when the case comes round.
All right, the Otis planted. We'll shut this cedar down. Fold her up. Let's get her back to the farm. And we'll move on to the next stage. I'll see you shortly. All right, our fields are done rolling. Let's go grab our sprayer so we can throw some love juice on there, some fertilizer. Grab our Hardi Sprayer. Let's go fill it up with some liquid fertilizer and start heading out to our fields. liquid fertilizer. There we go. And we want to pick up the Izaria and put it on the front of our tractor. Alright, let's head out to the first field. We'll knock out our grass fields first. Let's get both of these things unfolded. Unfold the Izaria. And we'll unfold the sprayer. And we'll turn on the Izaria. Go set up our GPS. And one headland should be good. Get this thing lined up. Lock on. Turn on our sprayer. And let's get to work.
Woke up spring with the skies hanging low. The fields are hungry and the grass wants to grow. Valtra's humming, tank full in the back. Hardi spraying down a deep green track. Feeding the fields, life in the lines. Spraying that gold like I'm drawing the signs. Farm tools breathing, Frechdachs again. In Survive 25. Every pass counts, there's no room for slack. Miss a single row and the season bites back. Liquid thunder in the spraying mist. This ain't just work, it's a promise in the twist. Feeding the fields, life in the lines. Spraying that gold. Farm tools breathing, Frechdachs again. In Survive 25, lose or you win. That engine growls like a beast on the road. Ain't laying down roots till we call this place home. Fert in the veins of this green-blooded land. We don't back down, we make our like a farmer's prayer. Farm two's rising in the early light, with steel and grit, we fight the fight.
All right, we're done fertilizing these two grass fields. Let's fold this thing up. And let's head over to our oat fields. They're over here, right around the corner. And here's our first one. Get this thing unfolded again. Get her lined up. Let's turn her on. Lock on. And let's go.
Valtra Q's rumbling, hoses locked in prime. That Hardi Sprayer singing, it's old field time. Liquid gold pouring through the veins of the land. We fed them oats with a steady hand. Frechdachs born and Frechdachs fed. We ride steel thunder where green dreams tread. Machines in the fields, I've walked this fight before. Cotton's got a season, but oats, I want more. Precision in the pump, I don't miss a beat. Spraying them oats till my field smells sweet. This is how we prep, this is how we thrive. Spring's not just blooming, it's keeping dreams alive. FS25, where the story gets real. One pass at a time behind that tractor wheel. Liquid gold pouring through the veins of the land. Feeding them oats with a steady hand. Frechdachs born and Frechdachs fed. We ride steel thunder where green dreams tread. one job well done. Spring's just a chapter, but man, it's a fun one. From Frechdachs dust to the field's last yield, we planned, we spray, we never yield.
All right, all the fields on both of our farms are seed and fertilized. Let's fold this thing up, get this back to the farm. All we have left to do is just throw some herbicide on it next month, and we are good to go. With that said, I guess we'll call this an episode. Next episode we'll come back. Like I said, we'll throw some herbicide down. We'll deal with Farm 1. We gotta get it under control. And see what other kind of trouble we can get into. I'm gonna end this episode like I end every episode. Come on back. Let's see what kind of madness we can create. Everyone have a good day. Have a good night. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.